Harvey was a clarinetist. Harvey went to the state. It was a group of high schools, musicians, going, in this particular case, I think San Francisco.
Like some kind of state honor band or something?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And Harvey got first place 2 years in a row.
So he's the best high school clarinetist in the state.
Yes, right. Then he joined the Navy, and I went to the Navy School of Music, and he got into a Navy band, and he was aboard Arizona when I was in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. So December 7th, 1941, you're back here in California.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find out about what happened at Pearl Harbor?
See, that was on a Sunday, as I recall. We'd just gotten home from church. I was sitting in the living room listening to the news, and they interrupted what was going on to announce that Pearl Harbor had just been bombed. So, of course, we didn't know what the damage was, and that's the first I'd heard of it.
Did you know that that's where Harvey was?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, Harvey was home about a month before, and he said they were going to Pearl Harbor. And unfortunately, his father died about a week before, or just a few days before Pearl Harbor. And had she sent a message to the Navy, they would have sent him home.
Wow.
But she didn't, and I remember her telling me, she says, no, he was home just a month ago, and don't bother him. And so that's the way that turned out. And she had to live with that the rest of her days.
Yeah. So heavy.
Yeah.
How much were you able to learn about what he'd been doing before the attack or where he was when it happened? Did you get any kind of insight into what happened to him?
Well, I do know his station, his battle station was in the ammunition down below, handling ammunition, passing ammunition. So that's where he would be.
Which would have left him virtually zero chance at survival.
Oh, yeah.
When the Arizona was hit.
Mm-hmm.
But was it the night before he'd been performing a concert with the band there?
Yeah, in Honolulu.
Uh-huh.
And a mutual friend of ours and grew up with us and was in the Navy in Pearl Harbor. He went to this band concert in Honolulu the night before. And after the concert, he talked with Harvey. And then the next morning, he was gone.
Wow. I'm really glad you shared that, because I think it's important for people to understand that when we get to December 7th every year and we talk about it, it's not just ships going up in flames. It's not just a number, more than 2,000 sailors who died that day. It's real people. It was your best friend who died that day. In the years since, have you been to the USS Arizona Memorial?
Yes, yeah.
What was that like for you? What did you think about while you were there?
Oh, I don't think I can tell you. I don't think I can put it into words.